They woke him. And when he still refused to talk, they cut him. They put a Bowie knife at the base of his receding hairline and skinned him, scalp and hair and all. They sliced off an ear. They ruined his face, cutting around his eyes and down his cheeks, always careful not to inflict a fatal wound, avoiding the eye sockets and the carotid artery, but skillfully inflicting the maximum pain possible. Nothing bled like a head wound, he knew, and soon his face was bathed in his own blood. And still they would not stop cutting. Every nerve was on fire, sending electrical ribbons of pain radiating through him. As unconsciousness clamped its coal-black shroud around him once more, he was gripped with terror, but not because of the pain. He realized when they ruined his face that there was no chance they could ever let him go. The next time Marshall woke, at least the next time he remembered, he had been stripped naked and strung from the ceiling, hanging by his outstretched arms like raw beef in a meat locker, his useless legs dangling tantalizingly close to the floor without touching it. He did not know how long he had been hanging, but he knew they had been working on him the whole time, even while he was unconscious. Hours, days. Every muscle and tendon was stretched beyond capacity. His arms felt as if they had been ripped from their sockets. Perhaps they had been. Surely the pain could be no worse. "I can make this end," the general growled. "All you must do is give me the name. Then it will be over." "You'll never let me live," Marshall mumbled, his tongue thick and numb. "Nor did I claim I would. But I can make your suffering end." "Can't." "Don't be a fool." "Can't." Ah! Marshall thought he had been skewered like a bull polished off by a matador, like a dumb animal in a slaughterhouse. He wanted to curl up in a fetal ball, but he couldn't move at all. He could only dangle like a piñata, unable to help himself, unable to do anything but wait for the next blow to arrive. If they were less effective, Marshall was certain he could resist indefinitely. If they went too far and killed him, it would be over, but he knew they would not do that. And he realized now that even he, with all his strength and training, could not resist forever. "Give me the name." It's... Marshall tried to catch his breath, tried to enunciate despite his missing teeth. "Hawkman." Even though he was blind, Marshall sensed the slight change, the tiny play of the general's expression. He was considering. The wait seemed eternal. The beating briefly subsided. Marshall could feel his heart pounding fiercely as he waited for the verdict. "No," the general said finally. "You are lying." "No," Marshall choked. "I'm not." "You are. The valiant always attempt a lie at first, until they learn that it will hurt them, not help them. I am not a man who likes to be lied to. You have made your situation much worse." "Worse? Could it possibly be worse?" "A man such as Blake would never accept such a code name. It is too politically suggestive. You're lying." Marshall braced himself for the excruciating agony he knew would follow. But it did not come. Somehow that was even more frightening. He heard a faint click of rubber-heeled boots receding, then returning. A moment later he heard a splashing noise. "I wish for you to recall," the general said, as the splashing continued, "that you have no one to blame for this but yourself. I have given you every possible opportunity, but it will soon be daylight. I must have this information." Marshall knew his thinking was muddled. All the blows to the head had probably given him a concussion, maybe brain damage. What was coming next?